Hello, it's Phantom here. This is the intro, by the way. I last played this with the music off. I was playing casually, so that's why there's no music. And apparently the sound from this FMV counts as music. Yeah. I'm not really sure why I'm doing this. Maybe I should do the voice. Look, it's cards. They come out of cards. I'm not going to carry on with this charade. It's a bit ridiculous. Let's put the music back on, shall we? There we go. Excuse me, I have a bit of the sniffles. I just come back from work. Not just. I had to sit down, had a glass of water. Now I'm ready to play Monster Train. Let's turn my keyboard lights on, shall we? That would also help, probably, even though I don't really use the keyboard much. But yeah. Stop faffing about, man. I did the daily. I like doing the dailies. I don't think I should do the dailies. I feel like it. The dailies are very easy, he says, and I think I'm getting bad habits from doing too many dailies. Whoa, alright, little fade, calm down, jeez. Yeah, we were little fade last time and we won, so that means we're going all the way back around again to the default clan, which I still think needs a proper name. Maybe it has a proper name in the lore and I don't read the lore. I'm not a lore person. There's Exiled Clan and the Default Clan. I am Hornbreaker Prince of the Clan Default. Let's go. Stop with this self-indulgent nonsense and play the flipping game. It's red, green, and Seraph the Chaste. I swear it picks it deliberately. I swear it just goes, eh. We do have 2 Wildwood Saps though, and an Imp in a box, and 2 Fortifies. His Plating Seal Dayless, his Spell Shield fell, and it's Seraph the Chaste. It's a red, it's a default red and an exile green. Interesting. This looks pretty strong. I don't want to say it. I want to say it right off the bat. But Root Seeds are good. Wildwood Sap is good. Imp in a Box is pretty okay. There is a Hellhorned banner on the Merchant of the Steel side. It's a double banner. It's a double banner circle. Another Awoken banner. No, oh, there is an early dupe. There is an early dupe here. Let's see what we got. Rage 3 or consume 30 damage. We do have 3 consume cards right off the bat. Rage 3, 6 damage. I mean, it's not to be sniffed at, but I'm going to take this. Good, Wrathful Prince is here. I think maybe Wrathful Prince is a bit of a crutch for me, playing Hornbreaker. But I'm going to take it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I take it? I wouldn't take it because Thorned Hollow is pretty good, and the Thorned Hollow steals kills. I just don't see how this and this, you can put these 2 together and be like, that's fine. 10 armor is essentially the same as gaining 10 health, because no enemy in the game has piercing. So, you know, there's that. And Revenge gain 2 rage means that he only needs to get hit 3 times before he's in fact got more extra attack than this. Obviously against Chase this isn't so exciting. But it starts with 1550. I just don't see... There is a case to be made for pivoting into Reaper after you've done this. But I don't see how you can take this to start with. Because he's only got 6 health. That means you can't take a Spikes Trail. You can't... You're pretty miserable against the Sweet Boss in Circle 2 unless you get a good banner. I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert. I'm no expert. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. +4, eh? +4. We got torches. We got Consume deals 30 damage. We got Imps for chomp blocking. I feel pretty okay about that. I feel pretty okay about taking that. What unit do we want to see? A Hollow would be good. There's also, though, you know, I don't. You could also make the case for Brawler here because of the +2. Wow. Wow. I'm not even going to play this Train Steward. I don't respect it currently. That is what I was worried about, but there's that. Yeah, alright, I will respect this. Do I? Do I want to play this? It's possible I should have played this down here and then played the Wildwood Sap. I'm going to save this, actually. Methinks. Let's play this so that the Prince at least gets one slay before the boss turns up. But he's also got 50 armor, so this is objectively over. I would like a torch for this guy. Thank Christ for that. The game. It's too easy. I've spoken about this before. Some people do think that Covenant 25 is too easy. I'll just take a Welder Helper. Maybe I should have taken the Vent. But it's given me a Glimmer instead. I'm so good. I'm so good. Yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card. Right. There is a Hollow, but there is also a Sweep Shattered Shell, which I love. I love the Shattered Shell. What a boy. What an absolute boss. What do we do with the Awoken Hollow? That's the question. I'm thinking about taking the Shattered Shell just because it's got more resiliency against Seraph the Chaste. And we do have 2 Wildwood Saps, and Wildwood Saps are great. Do we need scaling though is the question. Do we maybe just take the Husk Hermit instead and not have to worry about any other scaling? Because we've got the Prince, and we take the Husk Hermit to just kill the backline. Just play this Husk Hermit behind the Prince. And give the Husk Hermit some stuff and not worry too much about scaling. Because the other thing is we can put spikes on the Prince in this clan combo, and that's bonkers good. Like any card that says gain spikes. I didn't skip one, did I, in that Awoken banner? Focusing too hard on the Glimmer? What were the other 2 cards? Vine Grasp and... oh god, I don't know. It was definitely a Vine Grasp. What was the other one? It better not have had spikes printed on it. I tunnel visioned on the Glimmer. Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. That's a Chuckle Vision joke. If you're not from the UK, you probably won't understand at all what I'm going on about. Scaling, though. Scaling. We are about to take another... We're going to take another Hellhorned unit. Because I'm going to go to the Merchant of Steel. What is the plan here? What is the plan? I've taken Awoken Hollow recently. Yeah, I can't remember if it was on stream or not, and I found it to be a bit slow. It's a very good tank, but Hellhorned Prince is a very good tank anyway. So I don't think the Awoken Hollow is in fact correct. I feel like it's going to have to be one of the 2 sweeps for sure. It's just whether we want to do scaling but have to worry about this not doing much to start with, and This is not very good if we do end up with spikes on the Prince. In fact, neither of them are that good if we end up with spikes on the Prince. I guess the benefit of Husk Hermit is that we can put Quick on it and it sort of just survives on its own. Whereas Shattered Shell doesn't. Although Shattered Shell does. TBH. They're both very good with Quick. But Shattered Shell often needs a little bit of extra help. But it can get out of control. Whereas with the Husk Hermit you don't really need to give it the plus 25. But you do need to give it like at least a plus 10 or... Sorry, I know I'm really thinking about this. I'm actually making sure that this is correct. Quick would be good for both. Quick multi-strike is good on Shattered Shell if it's behind the Prince. Multi-strike on Husk Hermit is less exciting. It's more that you want Quick and either a plus 10 or a Battlestone. Possibly just the plus 10 is more good. And we should pick a unit that means that whatever we see in the unit draft with the unit shop with the Awoken... Sorry, the Hellhorned draft is good. So like if I see an Alpha Fiend, I'll probably take an Alpha Fiend and bung that behind this Husk Hermit. I think that's probably why I will take the Husk Hermit in the end. Because if I see a decent Hellhorned unit... Let's just choose, shall we? Let's just flip in choose. There is a Quick in here and a plus 10. Crazy. Just plus 10 Quick on this Husk Hermit and that's it. That's the floor. Consumer of Crowns and a Horned Warrior. Horned Warrior doesn't do that much here. Yeah, skip this. Quick. Sweep. Quick plus 10 Husk Hermit. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Doesn't even need to go behind the Prince, really. Mark of Invasion. Yeah, we got Torches, we got a Glimmer. We didn't take any damage from the previous trial. Alright. Like, Husk Hermit, Quick, Sweep, Disciple Conduits is just a free win, right? You just do this. It's just now whether I can play you up here with the Torch and the Fortify and it's pretty okay. You get going. I take 9. No, I don't. I got the Torch. I take 6. I think this is fine. Obviously the Shattered Shell in this exact combat would have been very good. Definitely want that done. Definitely want this done. What's best here? Does it make any difference whether I... No, it doesn't make any difference. I suppose that is technically best, because then a Molting Imp up here would have been very good. Whereas if I'd have played the Consume up here and got a Molting Imp from it, I still would have had to have spent 1 energy down here to kill the Collector. So technically it didn't make any difference, but... And then I'll chomp block with this Pyre Chomper, even though I have still 4 energy here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's good. Great. Great combat. Great combat. Great game. Cool. I mean, this is probably also very good. Don't worry, the prince will get to do something soon. Don't you worry about that. I was saying something, wasn't I, before... oh yeah, the tail end of the last combat I was saying that some people feel like this game is a bit easy at Covenant 25. And I think I think it certainly can get to the point where you're very, very good at the game. But I don't know whether that's necessarily a bad thing, that a lot of the runs are technically winnable. What do we want here? Do we want the hidden passage? Do we want to overstack a floor? I didn't mention that also Endless would have been good on the Welder Helper. So we did have a pretty good shot there of between the Husk Hermit, the Welder Helper, and the Hellhorned banner just being very, very good at that unit shop, just seeing anything that we wanted. Fledgling Imp is okay, I suppose. Hidden Passage is also fine. Can split some units up, get Hornbreaker Prince, sorry, to get a Slay or something. It's a nice card. It's just a nice card to have. Another Wildwood Sap. Yeah, be foolish not to, right? Huh. Do you think with 3 Wildwood Saps we need to go to a Awoken banner? What's good? Hollows are less good. I mean, you can take this many Wildwood Saps against Chased, you just have to hold on to them. You don't have to just play them when Relentless starts and Seraph never comes back to your floor. Animus of Will is good, Animus of Speed is not very good. Hollows, Thorned Hollow is interesting because we've already got a quick sweep unit. It's an interesting idea. I don't think it's necessarily relevant. Can't think of any other. We've already seen Shattered Shell and Husk Hermit. We've already seen a Hollow that I decided to not take. This is not a banner unit. This is... Can't remember if that's actually true or not. This is fine. This is actively bad. I think I'm going to go to another Hellhorned banner, you know. I think an Alpha Fiend here is pretty tasty. As he always is, you know, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think the Awoken banner is that exciting anymore. Large Stone. Plus also Endless Welder Helper is likely to turn up at some point if we do this. There he is! There he is! That behind... you can't put that behind the Hornbreaker Prince because then you have no room to play the Imps. It's probably more likely to go behind the Husk Hermit for now. Put Multi-Strike on him. So if I reroll this shop, Multi-Strike is good, Endless is good, Quick is bad, and I can't see Large Stone again. So, yeah, seeing Quick would be upsetting, but we're pretty odds on here to find something that is nice. And I can't really take these because then I potentially can't afford this after the reroll. Cool. That is a pretty good bottom floor, if I do say so myself. I'm just going to start him on this. Don't think he necessarily needs any health or anything. Right, what you got for me? I would dupe Alpha Fiend here. I don't care about the space. Okay. Yes, 5 energy. I can take space now. I'll have 5 energy, and I'll have so much draw because so many of my cards are Root Seeds at the moment. My god, this deck is so good. Or take these. Nah, take this. Take the protrusion. Grab the protrusion by the... Which bit of the protrusion is the protrusion? Is it the prut or the shusion? Constructed explosives enter with damage shield. That's alright, we can torch them and then Husk Hermit will finish them off. Mid floor is small! My god, the game is so nice. Or glimmer them, in fact. You're still taking 2. How are you still taking... Oh, you don't die, of course. Train steward, no. Full energy as well. It's crazy. I'll do that now. Like it's a bit greedy. Oh no, the space. I'm worried that the prince just doesn't have anything to do, which is a good problem to have. To be fair, it's a nice problem to have. Like, does it matter? But it will certainly be a problem when double heavies turn up. Which is why I'm debating duplicating the Alpha Fiend, and the problem with duplicating Alpha Fiend and taking space, so that I can still play the Imps up here, is that this potentially the second Alpha Fiend doesn't really get scaled. I have no way to deal anything to this constructed explosive before it dies. It's possible this is a brawler pivot. It's very possible. Daedalus, get punched. That World of Helper's going for it as well. He's getting in there, why not? Final wave, we just win on this floor, right? Easy. Yeah. What a joke. Yeah, it's possible it's a brawler pivot because a brawler is more. A brawler doesn't need enemies to get scaled. We can just scale the brawler with the root seeds, and then if an enemy does come to the top, we're on like multi-strike and a bit of armor anyway because of the welder helpers and stuff. Dark deal? Nah. I don't think I want any of this. I think I'm good. I think I'm good, thanks. Or maybe just an Animus of Will, and the root seeds go on Animus of Will instead, and that goes on the top, and we just have a 2-floor setup, and we call that good. That means I have to go to another unit shop at some point. Which is fine, I think we're probably strong enough on our bottom floor setup for now. We'll go this way, take the train stewards out, get a free artifact. Don't need this, don't really need this. I'd like to, -1ing some root seeds is potentially a thing at some point, but I can't even do that twice here, I don't have enough gold. Because obviously it's 25 a reroll and then 25 is 110. Oh, I would have 110 because there's money here and a skip here, so. I think this is better. I think this is better. This isn't that good, but these two are good. Alright, I'll do that. I might just take space. No, I don't need to take space now, I've got this. Although, if the bottom floor ends up being small, it's kind of awkward. Because then I have to play Alpha Fiend Huskam at mid, and then there's a whole bunch of combats where playing mid is really awkward. But then there's combats where playing bottom is awkward, the stealth combat is not that great. But then we can just play mid for that anyway. Given I have 5 energy from the staff, and I've got root seeds, I am just going to take the space. Because there are situations where top floor being small is bad, bottom floor being small is bad. So, yeah. Let's get rid of the train stewards. This is possibly ripe for the chopping block at some point as well. I've talked about this before, about how good that event is in Covenant 25, and if they're looking to make the game a bit harder, they could easily add a Covenant rank that made events a bit worse for the player. Because a lot of some of the events are just bad. There are just some that are like, oh, great. Oh. Well, this is a decision. As so many things often are. Regen restores +1 health per stack is very good. It's Seraph the Chaste, though. Enemies get -1 is also very good. Regen restoring +1 health per stack is so good up until Seraph the Chaste. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Do we change the plan here and put Animus of Will behind the Husk Hermit instead, and then play the Alpha Fiend on the top, now that we've taken space? I think that might be better. I think that might actually be better. I'm going to take this. I have decided. It's either a Reaper pivot, or we just carry on with Wrathful. Let's carry on with Wrathful, I think. The 25 health is nice. I think basically we just see what floor ends up losing space, and we just plan around that. Sycophants. Sycophants is actually fine. It's weird how Sycophants can be easier than Clergy. Because the Clergy will just have 5. Whereas the Sycophants, yeah, sure, they scale, but when they enter the top floor dazed, it's like, well, there's no danger of that. There's no danger of me accidentally killing a Sycophant and taking 12 instead of 8. Plus they've all got -1. Christ alive. So we've lost space bottom. And I've drawn Alpha Fiend, Hornbreaker Prince. So what I'm likely to do here is this. Oh, I could just Molting Imp this. 20 armor though. I don't want to Molting Imp this because I want this scaling to start happening. Husk Hermit is 2 and Animus is 2. Animus is not that good yet, of course, but whatever, it's fine. And you can have +2. And we take 3 from this trial, which is more than acceptable. We could have obviously taken none, but I think that puts us in a worse position for the boss. Oh, we're going to take 4 from the trial, of course. Oh no, we are going to take 3 because this imp will kill, unless I do this, which I actually think I might, just because I've got it in my hand now. So we'll take 4 for the trial. Don't get this collector dead, unless I play mid. I maybe should just play mid because there's no there's no haste and there's no curses in this combat. So I will play mids just to get the collector. Cool. Not really sure how good this Animus of Will is anymore now that I've decided to play it like this. But we shall see. Oh, there is a thing, a dude in this combat. I did not know that. I did not know that. It's not hugely relevant, but let's ascend you so I don't take another one. Do I want to torch anything? I don't think so. I'll just draw more cards. We're in left click mode now. Sorry, but we are. I mean, the Rootsies are objectively better here. There's 6 damage instead, but this is not going to last very long during Relentless, whereas this is. So that's why I'm doing that. Haven't got any more imps, have I? No. You can stay, Welder Halfer. I will allow it. I missed the target. Thank God I didn't have Shattered Shell. Okay, there's also 2 Absolvers in this combat. in the will it come with a boss? I should have known that. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've gone full complacency mode here. I am the most complacent currently. You've got 0 attack and everything. I don't know why I'm so concerned. Oh my god, that took ages. Cool. Oh, we can kill backline, we can kill double heavies probably. We probably have a small problem with double heavies up until Alpha Fiend gets scaled. But he does start at 20 times 2. And the Prince will be alright. We'll probably bleed some units. We probably will. And maybe some, maybe an Inferno helps that. A March of Shields, probably a Branding Right's better. It's definitely time for Merchant of Magic now. It's time to get these root seeds cheap. I know that means passing up Animus of Will upgrades. But I'm not waiting until here to make the root seeds cheap. I'm flush with cash though. Would I even want to go here by this point? Would I just need another Merchant of Magic? Do I need to make the... maybe I should upgrade Animus of Will. I don't feel like I really... Nah, I probably should. A large stone is pretty tasty on Animus of Will at this point, to be fair. Yeah, alright, you convince me. You convince me. I will take this. It's a good card. Pyre shards on the Prince. Nothing gets to the Prince. Nothing dies from 4 spikes on the Prince is the thing. We've passed the point of that being a plan in any way. Like I could have done it. I can still do it. Just play the Prince and the Alpha Fiend on the bottom now. Just play it below the the Husk Hermit. The Husk Hermit just kills anything that would have died to those 4 spikes. Plus 4 spikes is kind of awkward. We're past the point with enemies having 4 or less health. It's all going to be 5s now. I don't think this is necessary either. I'm going to make the root seeds cheap eventually. I think that's just skips. Not to be confused with quavers. Yeah, alright. Ooh, a rail hammer. Oh, plus we can get endless from this as well, can't we? That's also very good. Cleansing water, rail hammer. I did take the branding right. I do have 2 fortifies. Endless, endlay, to speak the French. Reroll? Or just give the Animus of Will the +10 now? Give it the +10 and then also the large stone that is about to show up. Oh. 2 +10s? Nah. Save the money, purge 2 cards, wait for a large stone. I don't think I need a large stone, do I? If there's a sweep combat, I'll just have to remember to play the fortifies on the Animus. Also doing 2 like for a high level decision, doing 2 upgrades there is good, because if this is the event where you can give it in something +25, then I will probably do that. No. Don't want this. This is either Rage Serum or One Horn's Tome, is it not? I don't think I want either of those. This one is either Spell Weakness, which is bad, or 6 Frostbite, which is also... They're all kind of pretty poor. I'll take this thing. Yeah. Alright. One day I'll get a bone dog from that. But that's not today. Oh no, crystal cloaked. Does this hard counter me? Not with an endless welder helper, for Christ's sake. This is also a combat where you don't want to play bottom. So I'm glad I took the space. Man, I'm so good at this game. I'm gonna respect this. I'm actually gonna respect this trial. I'm actually gonna respect it. Overcharged tanks scare me. Although it technically would have been only +5, but what are you gonna do? Maybe I could have taken it, because you're quick. But then you would have had 11. And a whole bunch of armor. Like a whole bunch of armor. Yeah. I think that's fine. Where's this welder helper, eh? Where is it? There's no sweep in this combat. None. Kind of wish I'd have drawn these slightly later than this, because I'd like to bung it on you. I suppose I can put one here. Really makes no difference. In fact, I shouldn't, because it gets Alpha Fiend to strike, which may or may not be important. Just put them here, who cares? This is a very interesting question. Everything that dies here stops this from scaling. So what I want to try and avoid, where at all possible, is killing everything here, but then this floor dying to the boss comes to the top floor, and these two guys are like, oh, crap, oh, I'm awake, hello, boss, right, let's fight. Oh, I'm dead. But, by the same token, now that I've got an endless welder helper, I suppose this guy will have so much armor by the time that becomes relevant. Here's an interesting idea. Just ascend this Animus of Will now. I shouldn't have done that. Is there any? I can't really ascend it because I'd like to apply more armor here. I'm slightly worried about the amount of stealth. There is 9 regen here. I will continue to chomp block. That's 2 rounds of that's 2 rounds taken off the stealth and with the regen. Ugh. It's almost certainly going to be fine, but it's probably going to look a bit scary. Yeah, that alone gets that sorted. I should have done that the turn before. I haven't internalized the fact that I have that yet. That I have that sorted. Yeah, it's kind of worth it, I suppose. Regen. Regen, good. 4 rounds. That's quite good. That's quite a lot of scaling, I suppose. Three rounds. Why 29? Oh, because you get the slay now. Yes. So still 4 rounds, but you got the slay instead of the Alpha Fiend. So, or the Imp. The Imp could have gotten it. The Imp could have gotten it. Inflame with a rail hammer. An Impish Scholar. Oh man, these are all interesting choices. I don't want to clog the deck up, but they are all very good. Like, every single card in my deck is pretty good right now. Arguably, I could take away... I don't want to take away too many torches, because I need them to get rid of the Welder Helpers. If I take the Inflame, it's because I'd want to give it a -1, which I can't really do right now. I've got Endless Welder Helper, so I actually don't really think these two are particularly relevant. I just add a card to the deck that's not Welder Helper or Torch. Impish Scholar is interesting. It is less interesting now I have 3 Wildwood Saps. It's nice to get the Imp in a box back, I suppose. And hitting this is a bit of a whiff. He does have 30 damage printed on him for all intents and purposes. If I draw him first, though, yeah, it's a bit too clunky. It's a bit too clunky. Even more energy. And it has Consume printed on it. Let's remove 2, shall we? Don't really have the money for this. Haven't taken Pyre damage in a long time. I think this 6 we took from the Sycophants combat like 1,000 years ago. The Train Stewards have gotten right, yeah, a long time ago. Is it time to get rid of the Vengeful Shards? Especially now I just put a Pyro into the deck. 4 energy. I kind of like having 5 energy. I know that's greedy. I don't know. I don't know. They are the worst card by a wide margin. I just don't want to then end up having a 4 energy turn and being like, oh no. There is a Pyro though. I guess I'll do it. And we'll see if it's particularly relevant. If it hurts me, I'll take energy from Fel. If it doesn't hurt me, I'll take draw. Let's see what this is before we duplicate. Yeah, this is the event that I was talking about. Putting 2 upgrades on Animus of Will, because now I can give her a +25 and it's not a waste of a slot. I don't know whether to give it to Alpha Fiend though. If Alpha Fiend ever is in any danger of getting hit, we're already dead. Discounting sweep, of course. If it comes down to the round, exactly the round where Hornbreaker Prince is already dead and Alpha Fiend needs more than 30 health to take a turn out off of Seraph before then punching Seraph for 400, I will be extremely upset. But we have an Endless Welder Helper. I think I'm more inclined to just make Animus of Will survive one sweep hit without having to think about playing the although I have Endless Welder Helper, so the Fortifies could easily go on her should I need to. I mean, it could go on Husk Hermit, to be honest with you. Could go on any of them. I'm more leaning towards putting it on Husk Hermit, just so that Husk Hermit is more likely to survive a whole combat once the damage numbers start ticking up. Because actually, if Husk Hermit dies, I have no backline plan at all. Although the Husk Hermit has all that regen, I'm playing all the regen on the Husk Hermit. I feel like that is the most likely scenario, that we need one or two extra rounds against a boss, and then Alpha Fiend will have like 150 attack by that point. 2 Endless Welder Helpers, 2 Imp in a box, 4 Wildwood Sap. I'll do that. Which kind of in retrospect means the Impish Scholar would have been okay, I suppose. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? hope I draw a Husk Hermit next turn. What floor was small? Bottom. Yeah. I hope I draw a Husk Hermit next turn. This helps. This helps quite a lot. Yeah, in case I don't. I mean, you do only have one attack, but... no energy woes so far. I didn't draw Husk Hermit, but thankfully I did get a Welder Helper from an imp in a box, so... I do wonder if the Root Seeds are better on the Animus of Will at this point. As I say, it's a fine line between everything dying here and then these guys not getting anything done. But with an Endless Welder Helper, I don't know if you don't need to worry about the scaling, and all of the scaling can happen in a Relentless fight. It's an interesting idea. So Alpha Fiend does 45 the first round, and then... because he hits for 20 and then 25, technically because of the multi-strike. And then the next round he'll hit for 30, 35. So he does hit for 10 extra every round. Plus... I think it's fine. And definitely drawing Husk Hermit next turn, so let's make sure that Warmbreaker Prince has got enough armor on him to survive a relentless combat that could potentially need to last 20 rounds. Everything is dying here. I need to make sure I clear space up here, and... wow. Sure. Welder Helper, will you please make the effort to show up a bit earlier to work? It's quite embarrassing. I mean, that's pretty handy, to be fair. I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue to do this on the Animus of Will, just to see what happens. Oh, Welder Helper! Oh yeah, the 30 consume. Alright. Okay! I might not draw a torch now. Why not draw a flipping torch? Good. Energy is totally fine. Turns out I'm just going to take draw from this combat. Oh no, something got up! I don't believe it. Oh, that's rude. How could you do this to me? I suppose putting the Rootsies on Animus of Will is fine, because there I could always just ascend the Animus. Just have 2 health, why not? Alright, how much damage does this do? 493. That's not bad, is it? Dead in 5 rounds. That's pretty okay, isn't it? It's pretty okay. No. Adaptive mutation. No. And draw. I would like to draw more cards, please. Right, removes and a magic shop. What do I remove? I might remove one each of Root Seeds and Torch. You know what? I might actually remove the Glimmer. It really depends on what this is. Yeah, the plus 10. If I make these cost 0, is it better to make these cost 0 or this cost 1? I think it's better to make these cost 0 because I kind of invariably want to play these. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not sure these are hugely relevant. Do I remove the Glimmer now that I'm about to put a plus 10 on it? I think the answer to that is no. Hold over plus 10 Glimmer. Wow, suddenly Husk Hermit's looking a bit stupid, isn't he? He's looking a bit dumb sat there. Got exactly the gold for it as well. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? Is this more necessary? Wow, I've gone from I'm going to remove this Glimmer to I am going to hold over this Glimmer. What did I say was bad? Kind of nothing. What about 2 of the non-zero cost Root Seeds? That can't be correct. 29 cards. 4 of them are units. So 4 of them are units, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them consume. Wow. Oh, sorry, 6 of them are units because of the Welder Helper. If I do draw the Welder, I will need to draw the Welder Helper every turn, so I will count it as a card. 7 consume. 4 units is 11, so the deck is 18 cards. And I draw 6 a turn. I don't need 5 torches. I don't need 5 torches. I need 4 torches and 4 Root Seeds. It's fine. Yeah, sure. Right. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not. It's not the best, but it's better than 25 gold. Yep. Wrathful 3. I would have taken Brawler. I would have seriously considered taking Brawler. Whether I would have taken Brawler or not. Ember Drain. Let's see how we fare against Ember Drain, shall we? Not going to take this. I'm going to have no money for the final circle, but... Top floor is small. That's the first time that's happened. That's actually really annoying. That's actually really annoying. What do we do at Seraph if this happens? Play bottom mid, I suppose? Yeah, I guess. I guess that's what's happening. Wow. Now I do want torches. Except they'll die to the Ember Drain, so... I suppose... Give you this... plough along with that. Right, Animus of Will has shown up. I would like you to go away. Can I kill you? I can kill you, obviously, because there's a bigger red X here. I can't kill you before you apply 2 Ember Drain to me, which is unfortunate. This gets me the Collector. Wow, I really, really, really should have recognised that I had no energy to play the imps that had come out of that. Oh well, there's a couple of imps in the deck now then, I suppose. Good. Sure, I've lost the hold over Glimmer. I am throwing this currently. Please wake up. It's also possible I should have left that Pyre Wings to be killed by the Prince. This Welder Helper, man. You need to be a bit more punctual than this. I don't need to give you any more armor, do I? But by the same token, it can't hurt. I have decided it can hurt. Yeah, this Pyre Wings. Although I have drawn a hidden passage, because I'm just the best. Doesn't matter where you sit, because of the sweet. Right, 2 Ember Drain here. It's fine, because I'm actually drawing fewer cards as well. That's kind of funny. It's funny how that worked out. I should have really thought about giving this a -1. Not really getting much value out of it. The Pyre Chomper has turned up. There is no justice. 25 attack is huge! Can't believe that doesn't change anything. Well, this will be a good test, because I'm going to need to do 1,000 damage up here. I'm not sure I got it. Oh, it's fine. Not only is it fine, it happens in 4 rounds. Crazy. Oh, 5 rounds. 5 rounds, and then 24 armor comes back here. No. Some amount of armor. 29 armor. 29 armor, yeah. Alright. Okay. Weird. I really kind of think I might take this. Rooted. Channel Song there is also worth thinking about, with 4 units in the deck. But then you might just draw the Welder Helper with it, so womp womp. Let's not go removes. I think we're fine for removes. Let's go and give some more cards -1s, including Branding Rights. Definitely go to the trinket shop first. Like, how many times? It's fine, I would have only been able to just been able to afford that, and I don't think... It's funny that Consume Crown kind of almost turns Husk Hermit into Shattered Shell. That's funny. I still don't think that on its own was more valuable than some -1s. It's weird that the +10 magic power is bad for you, but the double stack is good for you on this card. Don't you think? a little too ironic. I do not want my torches to consume. Do I want to hold anything? It's possible holding the hidden passage is good. And a last minute duplication. A very last minute duplication. Rage is just going to go away. But does that make this even more valuable to duplicate then? I don't have the space for 2 welder helpers unless I also start playing one on the bottom, which is not bad. It's not terrible. I do have to then think about where my torches are going to go, which I don't particularly like. Just do that. Alright, Seraph the Chased. You're going to ruin my win streak or not? You're going to absolutely ruin it. We're fairly resilient. Minus the... That is excellent space loss. Excellent. Yes. I think I just have to throw you away, unfortunately. And if I don't draw the Husk Hermit next turn, or the Glimmer, I'm about to absolutely eat it. But there's no reason to keep you, as far as I can see. Oh, except I've just given you 15 armor. But that's okay. That's okay. I drew the Husk Hermit and the Glimmer, because there is absolutely no justice in the world. Is it time to draw 2 fewer cards? One of them will be Animus of Will. I think it's incorrect to do this now. I think I need all of the cards next turn, especially if one of them ends up being Glimmer. Plus I'm going to have to deal with you, although you going up to the Pyre is not hugely upsetting to me. So I'm going to torch this so that I have the space for the Welder Helper next turn should I not draw a torch. I'm going to make sure you've got a touch more armor. I'm going to +2 you, and I'm going to Glimmer any floor. I'm going to Glimmer this floor. Interesting questions. It makes no difference. I am drawing 7 already. Yeah, alright, okay, fine. You convinced me. Yeah, these aren't bad cards, I suppose. You're going up, which is kind of expected, I suppose. Oh, you're dying because of the sweep. Ah, pants. Do not at me. 108. The difference between 108 and 96 is nothing in terms of 40 Pyre damage. And you're doing 132 anyway, so you're going to be on 100. You are now 165. So again, that doesn't do anything. I'm just going to make sure this goes away. That did give you 20 armor, but I may as well play it then. In that case, whatever. I want to hold it over, right? I'm going to take 2 Ember Drain for that decision, but I get the Animus of Will alive, and I did play the Pyre, so... Okay. Okay. You need to be healed. Let's play this first, in case... I mean, I've got the same problem here. But I should draw a Fortify next turn. I already had one, but still. Let's play this first. And let's play this on you. Right. That doesn't do anything for me. Decisions. I can Endless Welder Help a Torch Glimmer. I can... Ah, the Ember Drain has really done a number on me here. I can March of Shields the Animus of Will, so that it survives this sweep, but then probably doesn't survive anything else. Because it's going to take the brunt of this. It's not enough. I could March of Shields it and then play the Molting Imp in front to take one of these 9s. But I really need this down. Do these squeeze past me in this scenario? I think they do. Because I get 58, some Rage, 42 times 2. It's close. So maybe just Glimmer... A Glimmer Welder Help a Torch can't be right. Maybe Glimmer's not right at all. I didn't think it was going to be that valuable because of this, but it is going to be nice to get 12 health on you here so that you're not just sat on 2 health. Because this round will kill you otherwise. You need to make sure that you're on at least 11 by the end of this, which this will do. I'm going to do this, I think. And I'm going to play this one here to give you even more armor. And I'm going to play this one here. And just not kill you this turn. I think that's fine. I might leak some damage here to these Gilded Wings, but we will see. Yeah, a touch. Although these consume cards all help somewhat. Right, the sweep has arrived, but that's fine, because I was going to do that anyway. I want to consume this here to make sure that you take a bit more damage. Should I do this? I can't do that. I think I should do this. No, because you're only ever dying to the Prince anyway, so extra damage up here makes no sense. I will do this. And I will do this to get this Light Wings out of the way. And then the question is whether I want Root Seeds on the Animus or not. Depends on if any of it can tick over here. Currently none of it is, obviously, because it's only the 15 from this Husk Hermit. You're killing you, and then you're taking 110 from what exactly? 52 plus 50... How does that make any sense? 52 plus 57? Plus 1? How is that 110? Oh, it is exactly 110. Ha! That's how maths works. That's crazy. Imagine that. So I can put an extra 8 on you. Actually, one needs to go on here because that's the difference between you being on 41 and less than 41, which makes a difference for this. So this is correct. But the second one is less correct. So then you're on 85. So one here doesn't put any extra damage on you, but you're dead definitely to this anyway at this point. So let's start stacking more damage here. Cool. And I'm taking some Ember Drain, but that's okay. $102 and 15. Oh, Gilded Wings, man. Gilded Wings, why? Well, there are all the torches, at least. Right, this is thankfully sorted. This is worrying. This is very worrying. You will die to you, and then you will take some damage. This branding right ended up not being that good. $153. That's quite good. The Glimmer can go there then. Cool. Chomp block for you. Although the sweep can take some Ember Drain next turn. It's fine. And you might also leak me a bit of damage, but I think it's fine. This Alpha Fiend is now 74 times 2, which is was always the problem, I suppose. So it takes a little bit of time to get scaled. Alright, let's go. Dead and dead. A bit of Ember Drain here is fine. Do I just Hidden Passage this Animus now? Just call this good? No, I can wait, because I permafrosted it. Because this Imp is actually dying to this Pyre Wings. So I can play it next turn as well. So yeah, that's great. That's actually worked out really well. So I guess I'll just Glimmer for now. Do I need to spend the energy on that? Maybe I don't. What else would I spend the energy on though? Branding right here is definitely value. Rootseeds here, if I'm ascending you, is good. 2 energy. I guess this. I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't want to draw this again. The time for this has passed. Oh, that puts a bit of extra damage here as well. Okay. Take 2 Ember Drain as well, which is kind of annoying, but we are on 5 energy because of the stave and whatnot. I drew the Glimmer anyway without having to draw it. That's funny. Okay. Welder Helper. $14 armor or 12 damage? I don't think it matters. I think it's fine. Sorry, Husk Hermit, to do you so dirty like that, but, you know, needs must. Oh, I duplicated that branding, right, didn't I? Wow, I'm so good. $80 rage. I don't think I needed this Animus of Will, to be honest with you. Look at this Prince, he's crazy. 284. How much armor has he got left? 106. So he could have gone another 27, 54. He could have gone roughly another 4 rounds. I think I pretty much had that in the bag for a long time, and I didn't quite notice how strong I was. Because some double heavies were sneaking past. We were very good at Relentless. Probably didn't need we did need the Alpha Fiend for double heavies, and that's important to remember. That sometimes you can be very strong at this. It seems to be quite easy to be strong at bosses. It seems to be quite easy to build that in as a plan. It's the double heavies that often do you, in my experience. Certainly if you're a long time viewer of the channel, you will notice that I will just go, oh yeah, I can't kill double gilded wings, can I? Oh look, I've died. I've got into this combat with 180 Pyre health because I also had Pyre Stone precious plating, and I have died in one combat. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Another long one, but it takes me this long to win because I'm dense. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to let me know by leaving a like or a comment. And if you want to see more Daily Monster Train, be sure to subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.